Howdy, folks. Today we're heading to a country where kangaroos are the majority. The beaches are endless. And you will find more surprises than in a box of Tim Tams. Of course, I'm talking about Australia, the land down under. In this video, we're diving into some of the most mind-blowing, jaw-dropping, and utterly bonkers facts about this beautiful country. But before we get started, if you're new here, we post videos every day about some of the most exciting and exotic places in the world, and would love it if you would join us by leaving a like and subscribing. That said, let's dive right in. First up, the world's largest living organism that's not your Uncle Bob at a barbecue, the Great Barrier Reef. This underwater metropolis stretches over 2,300 kilometers, or about the distance you'd walk after losing your keys in the outback. Visible from space, yeah, it's that big. The reef is home to over 1,500 species of fish, 400 types of coral, and more marine life than you can shake a snorkel at. If you're lucky enough to dive here, prepare to have your mind blown by parrotfish that look like they've swum straight out of an underwater rave, and sea turtles that give the slow life a whole new meaning. Forget Disneyland, this is the real happiest place on earth. Next, let's venture into the outback, Australia's wild, wild west, or north, south, and east too, since it covers 70% of the continents. Imagine red sand so vibrant you'd think the ground's permanently blushing. But the outback isn't just a giant sandbox. It's home to Uluru, the world's largest natural rock, standing 348 meters tall. It's basically the boulder that all other boulders want to be when they grow up. Then there's Kata Tjuta, a rock formation that looks like Uluru's equally impressive cousins. And it's not just rocks and sand. This place is teeming with wildlife. You've got kangaroos, emus, and the thorny devil lizard, who clearly missed the memo that it's not Halloween all year round. It's like stepping into a nature documentary, but better because it's real. Speaking of kangaroos, did you know they outnumber humans in Australia? Yep. For every person, there are about 2 kangaroos hopping around, living their best life. That's over 50 million kangaroos. These hoppy creatures aren't just the unofficial mascots. They're basically the rulers of the land. And here's a fun fact to impress your friends. Kangaroos can't walk backward. Their strong legs and massive tails make reverse as impossible for them as saying no to a sausage sizzle. So, if you ever see a kangaroo in a tight spot, don't worry, they'll just hop their way out. Beach bums rejoice. Australia has over 10,000 beaches. That's right. If you visited one beach every day, it'd take you over 27 years to hit them all. From the iconic Bondi Beach, where the waves are as famous as the lifeguards, to hidden gems like Turquoise Bay, where the water is so clear, you'll start questioning why you ever swim anywhere else. And if you're after that Instagram perfect spot, head to Whitehaven Beach. It's like walking on sugar and swimming in a tropical screensaver. Whether you're a surfer, sunbather, or someone who just loves a good sandy nap, Australia's beaches have got you covered, literally in sand. Now let's talk about Australia's most epic DIY project, the Dingo Fence. Spanning more than 5,600 kilometers. It's longer than the Great Wall of China, and built to keep those cheeky dingoes out of the fertile lands. Picture this. Farmers in the 1880s, armed with nothing but grit and wire, saying, "No dingo shall pass," and pass they did not. The fence is still standing today, crossing deserts, mountains, and forests. A true testament to Australian ingenuity and sheer stubbornness. Here's a fact that might make you breathe a little easier. Australia is the only continent without any active volcanoes. No need to worry about lava flows interrupting your beach day here. But hey, it's not just about dodging magma. Australia's got enough wild critters to keep things interesting. And despite its reputation for deadly creatures, Australia is actually one of the safest places to visit, unless you count the risk of falling in love with the country and never wanting to leave. Ever wonder where most Aussies hang out? Spoiler alert, 90% of them live along the coast. And who can blame them? With beaches like these, the interior of the continent doesn't stand a chance. From Sydney's bustling beaches to the chill vibes of Port Macquarie, there's something for everyone. Whether you're surfing the waves or just chilling with a flat white at a beachfront cafe, coastal living in Australia is the dream. And the best part? There's always another beach town waiting to be discovered. It's like a never-ending coastal road trip. Fancy a trip to the world's largest sand island? Fraser Island is the sandy paradise where you can swim in freshwater lakes that are so clear you'll think you've stumbled into a bottled water commercial. And don't miss the champagne pools, natural rock pools filled with ocean bubbles that'll make you feel like royalty. But watch out for the local residents. Fraser Island's dingoes? They might look cute, but remember, they're wild. So admire from a distance and you'll have a dingo delightful time. Pink lakes? In Australia? You bet. Lake Hillier is so pink it looks like someone spilled a giant bottle of strawberry milk. The color comes from a special kind of algae. Not food coloring, we promise. And Lake Hillier isn't the only one. Australia has a whole bunch of these pink beauties. They're the perfect spots for your next Instagram post. Just be prepared for a lot of "where is that?" comments. Love golf? How about playing on the world's longest golf course, the Nullarbor Links? This isn't your average course. It stretches 1,365 kilometers across the outback. Each hole is in a different town. So it's less about perfecting your swing and more about the ultimate outback road trip. Imagine teeing off with kangaroos as your audience and no annoying golf carts honking behind you. It's golf, but with an epic Aussie twist. Next, raise your glass to Australia's 60+ wine regions. From the world-famous Barossa Valley to the coastal Margaret River, Aussie wines are as diverse as the landscapes they come from. Whether you're into bold reds, crisp whites, or something in between, there's a vineyard here that'll make you say, just one more glass. And with wine this good, who could resist? Time to wind down, folks. Last but not least, let's take a deep breath of the world's cleanest air. Welcome to Tasmania, where the air is so pure it makes other places look like smog factories. Measured to be 1,000 times cleaner than the air in Melbourne. Tasmania's fresh breezes are the ultimate lung detox. And while you're there, why not explore the island's ancient forests and rugged coastlines? It's nature in its purest form, perfect for anyone needing a break from the hustle and bustle of modern life. So there you have it, Australia in all its quirky, beautiful, and totally awesome glory. If you enjoyed this adventure, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let us know in the comments which Aussie wonder you're adding to your bucket list. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring the incredible world we live in.